Well, I'm most excited is getting to tell an origin story of Dante, a rebirth of his beginning. So you get to see how he becomes the character he is that now people know and love. So for me, that's the most compelling thing, is getting back and retelling a story that was pretty compelling.
I think with any series, once you do enough sequels, there are certainly a lot of fans interested, but you do sort of hit a peak as far as the number of fans. It's hard to draw people in once you're hitting the 3s and 4s of a series. Although they do really well commercially, we thought maybe we could expand the audience a bit. Maybe people that haven't traditionally played these games, people that maybe were a bit intimidated by a series that had gotten past a certain number of sequels. So we thought it might be a good opportunity to kind of do this reimagining as a way to expand the audience a bit, particularly with our eye on the West, which is why we teamed up with Ninja Theory, because they are a very excellent Western developer. I think this is an opportunity to take a lot of the audience we still have and expand beyond that, get people interested who wouldn't traditionally be playing this series. Okay, first of all, a little bit about Kat, who is the female character that you see featured rather heavily in the trailer. She is a psychic of sorts. She has the ability to sort of see into the limbo dimension that Dante interacts in and fights with the demons in. Most humans do not have that ability, so she is in a rather unique position to act as sort of navigator and assistant for Dante from the real world, kind of looking in to this sort of demonic subworld, if you will. Yeah, so this time around, what we've done is we've perhaps taken sort of a hint from the style system we've seen in Devil May Cry 3 and 4. But what we've done is we've made it so that you change these styles in real time. So you have kind of a demonic side to Dante and an angelic side, and the player is able to switch between them in real time to change up his strategy based upon the situation. So I thought that was an interesting way to really let the player explore new ways to be stylish in ways they haven't done before. There's plenty about the system we haven't really talked about yet, plenty of moves still waiting to be unveiled. But the general idea was to take the concept of the different styles and roll them into a real-time sort of gameplay element.
We want to retain some of the elements of previous DMCs, and obviously that Gothic look was part of it, but I don't know if we'll be going full-on Gothic in any areas. It has a very sort of European city feel to it, so you'll see these elements intermixed with more modern elements as well. And then the concept of limbo, which can basically broaden out and blow out these areas into complete abstractions of real places. It gives us a wide variety of palettes. I think it's going to be a wider set of environmental experiences than previous DMCs have had as well.
We think that if the game is properly designed and implemented, you can make a 30 frame a second game that feels very much like a 60 frame game as far as the controls are concerned. We've taken extra special care in making sure the controls feel very smooth. Having played obviously all the DMCs until now, I can tell you it does feel very similar control-wise as far as responsiveness is concerned to a lot of those. Mr. Itsuno, the director of a lot of the Devil May Cry games you know and love, has been very heavily involved in ensuring that we have a proper control feel. So I'd like to put your concerns at rest. When you get the controller in your hands, I think you'll realize that as long as the game feels like a 60 frame per second game you're used to, you're not even going to really notice the actual frame rate visually.
No, we are doing some pre-order DLC, so it'll be some custom weapon skins as well as some passive abilities such as the ability to find items or secret areas that will make your experience through Limbo a little easier at the beginning.
Yeah, so at the moment, as you probably realize, we're very, very busy just getting this game finished and in really good shape, so we haven't thought a whole lot about the future. I'd say right now just about every option is on the table. We could see sequels to this series, we could see sequels to the original DMC series, we could see both. Anything's possible.
DMC's coming to stores January 15th on PS3 and Xbox 360, and a PC version will be following shortly thereafter.